Welcome to another edition of Flying the Metal Flag here on this beautiful podcast. And I had the great thrill of talking to Alien Weaponry, a great band that hail from New Zealand, our next door neighbours. And they're going to have the beautiful pleasure of supporting Anthrax on their tour, of course, this March. And the dates are as follows. They're going to be playing Monday, the 23rd of March at Fortitude Music Hall in Brisbane. And then they're following that on Wednesday, the 25th of March in Adelaide at the Hindley Street Music Hall. And then in Melbourne, they'll be playing on Thursday, the 26th of March at Festival Hall, an awesome venue, might I add, which is the one that hopefully I'll be going to. And then they'll cap it off in Sydney on Saturday, the 28th of March at the Enmore Theatre. It's going to be an absolutely awesome bill, Anthrax and Alien Weaponry. And I have to say, the lads of Alien Weaponry, Henry and Lewis, absolutely wonderful guys. And Ben and I had the great thrill of talking to them both. So here it is now. So sit back and relax. They are a fantastic band, and this is going to be some big shows. So whichever part of Australia you're in, please check it out. It's going to be huge. So sit back and relax. Here it is now, Alien Weaponry on Flying the Metal Flag.
Howdy. How
Hey,
we doing, fellas?
how are you, mate?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Hey.
Yeah, just
Oh,
been for a
fantastic.
little walk around Brisbane today, so we're both a
Oh,
little
nice.
sweaty and
Nice.
maybe a touch drunk,
Uh,
Uh,
but
well,
but they make it a
not too
good
bad.
interview, mate.
with that
Lovely.
shirt on, you can be whoever you want.
But
Yeah.
not
Motorhead.
quite Motorhead.
You're as good
Knucklehead.
as.
Yeah.
No worries. So how you going, fellas?
Yeah,
Oh,
not too bad, man.
fantastic.
Had some
Yeah.
good days off in Brisbane, which was nice after a long and lengthy tour.
I bet.
So where have you been so far?
We've been all around Europe, so we're just on tour with Avatar, and we started the tour in Scandinavia and have gone heaps of places. Germany, we've been to
All the way out
France, been to
Eastern
the
Europe.
UK, yep, Eastern Europe, Czech Republic, Poland. So yeah, no, pretty extensive tour, and then now we've arrived in Brizzy, and then on Monday we're playing Fortitude Music Hall with Anthrax. So, we're pretty excited.
Oh,
That,
fantastic.
that'd be sick, man. Anthrax, the band of our youth. Our
Yeah,
youth,
yeah,
not
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
we grew up listening to a fair
yeah.
amount of Anthrax and old school thrash as well. So, it's a fucking cool gig to be asked to do.
Yeah, well, and the
Definitely.
coolest thing about it actually is it's the second time we're going to be touring with them as well because we
Nice.
did a little tour with them in Europe in 2019 as well. So it'll be kind of cool to catch up, a few years down the track when we're not kids.
That's right.
Oh, beautiful. Are you going to do some dates in New Zealand as well?
Well, at the moment, there's nothing on the cards, but there's always a possibility. I mean, we've done a little headline run relatively recently in New Zealand, but yeah, it's as far as New Zealand shows go, there's nothing on the cards at the moment.
No worries. Well, one thing I've got to tell you is your music is unreal. And what I love
Oh, I
about it
appreciate
is the
it,
fact
mate.
that you guys are doing it in Maori language, your native language. And that's just absolutely awesome. But not only that is the fact that you structure your songs based on the history of New Zealand as well, which is absolutely awesome as well. So how is it writing your songs based on all that?
I'd say it's quite a collaborative process, like it takes all three of us and even, asking advice from some of our elders who know a lot as well, to make sure that we are getting all the facts right and that we are doing everything correctly. So it's,
Yeah, especially in terms of like us telling the story or whatever it is we're singing about, especially the Maori songs. It's something that we want to make sure is going to be one, very factual, and then two, when we're writing in, I guess, a Maori style, like a lot of our songs, we use, I guess, Maori songwriting techniques, and I guess we build on the basis of a lot of Maori songwriting kind of sounds, knowing that what we do is actually very much true to what we're actually trying to achieve as well. So,
Yeah.
I was also going to ask about the District 9, the name
yeah.
Alien Weaponry. How did that come about, sort of thing?
Well, when you're 8 and 10 years old and you've just watched the coolest sci-fi movie you've ever seen,
It
man,
was.
I think Alien Weaponry becomes a very cool band name.
It's brilliant, man. It's awesome. That
Yeah.
movie.
Well, and funnily enough, it's kind of taken on an alternate meaning as well. We had a couple of fans one day, I think, on our fan page, going, "Oh, like Alien Weaponry could totally be like muskets coming into New Zealand."
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah.
it's got this like interesting, like completely unintended alternate meaning, but we also like the fact that it could totally, you know, maybe we should just tell that story from now on, like.
It's a striking name, and it's very sort of it's off the beaten path of what you achieved in title with Alien being involved in it. But
Mm.
I get the point now. I sort of
Well, I'll tell you what, the biggest thing that we get is when we're going through airports and we have all our gear labeled as Alien Weaponry. That's always an interesting time at the customs control.
Well, so
They
alarm
go,
bells ring, do they?
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
Oh, shoot. I've heard Australia is one of the toughest customs to get through, so I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
definitely.
and New Zealand customs. So,
Yeah, but they
we know
usually
all about it.
Yeah,
usually
you can't
more
bring snakes to New
concerned
Zealand.
about a stray piece of fruit than anything else,
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you fucking, automatic guns okay, but your Mandarin absolutely not fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Classic. Yeah. No, I just heard you're not allowed that you've got no snakes in New Zealand.
Oh, we do, but they're
So,
expensive.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Native?
not that I smoke anyway.
Yeah, no, that's not good for the old voice.
Nah,
That's how I ended up with this.
nah, bloody oath. Oh man, I'm stuffing this up big time.
No, you're not stuffing
You're
it
all
in.
right, man.
Yeah, this is really great
Yeah.
to be able to talk to you guys because you just put out your third album around this time last year. How's that been, the response to that album at the moment?
Well, I mean, in terms of like people coming out to shows and people talking about the album, I think we've only really heard good things about it.
I don't think
And
I've heard anyone say anything
nah,
too shabby about the album,
yeah. I mean, we're very proud of it.
No, I
We
think
think it's probably the best album we've done so far. So yeah, it's obviously it's been out just over a year now, so we've had it. It's been kind of marinating in people's minds, and um, we see it pop up here and there all over social media and stuff, and we get people coming out to the shows telling us that their favorite song is off that album. So it's there and it's doing what we wanted it to do. But yeah, I think now it's also looking to the next album for us. The albums don't write themselves, so we're gonna have to look at writing the next one, and then maybe doing some touring speckled in with that as well. So yeah.
There's one thing I wanted to tell you guys is I think it's the perfect theme music for the haka.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously it being Haka inspired, we would hope so. We would hope so, right?
It's very aggressive if you look at it that way, but it's also very deep and personal as well to you guys.
Yeah, honestly, it being our third album, we've I think figured out how we put everything together now as well. That first album was a real collaboration of a lot of years all scrunched into one very small album. And then the next album, obviously, we had a lot less time to write, but now we've figured out where we are as musicians and what we kind of work with, as well as, kind of gone back to our roots of the first album and brought it into this one we've just released. So it really, I think, is an amalgamation of all our previous works plus, a little extra something on top.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome because you had a special guest on the album too, Randy of Lamb of God. That must have been an awesome
Yeah,
collaboration for you
I was
guys
a
to have him in the studio.
wicked
True,
time.
true, man. I mean, Lamb of God are probably my all-time favorite band. So, getting to work with their lead singer is fucking, lost for words.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm also a massive Lamb of God fan, so it's cool to have stuff like that, and being able to actually make it all come to fruition as well. It's not just an idea anymore; it's something that you can actually do on the album. So, yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, you've presented something special from start to now, and yeah, you go ahead and do it, man, because you're living the dream of rock and roll a little bit, and also I'm talking through my hat. I'm lost. Sorry, mate, a bit of stage fright.
you're all good, mate. You're all good. Yeah, I mean, you say living the dream, and it is a wonderful time. Being able to be out there playing shows and having people listen to the music. But yeah, there's also a side of touring as well that I think a lot of people don't see, which is being away from home. And, when you are away from home, obviously you still got bills to pay at home. So there's definitely some interesting sacrifices we got to
Not
make as
being able
people as
to
well. Yeah.
eat or go to the toilet when you need to.
Yeah,
Having to hold your
yeah.
fucking bodily functions longer than is good for you or
Well,
humanly
yeah.
natural.
There's something that's it's pretty commonplace on tour. It's called hot bagging, which
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't ever had to
yeah.
hot bag, but I've been close before.
I don't know whether you guys can kind of put two and two together, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
basically
pretty
you've got to
much.
take a dose
And
Got
you
to
and you
do
do
it
can't stop.
you do it in a bag.
Yeah, mate.
I'm guessing this is in Europe specifically, is it?
Oh, Europe, the States, anywhere you
Yeah.
can't stop to
Yeah.
have a fucking dose,
Because
mate.
I
Yeah.
mean, even if you do end up with a tour bus, it's an unspoken rule on every tour bus
Yeah,
on tour
no
that
number
you
twos.
don't shit in the tour bus, even though technically you can shit in the tour bus, but you don't. It's just
Okay.
a
I'm
courtesy to
with the
the other
rules.
8 to 15
Whoever's
people
whoever's
on the
emptying the
fucking bus.
sewage tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you classify your music? Because it's interesting reading about you guys, because a lot of people classify you as like roots Sepultura with new
Yeah.
metal, but I don't think you're new metal at all.
Well,
I've always been someone that thinks that genres are, each band is unique, and like a lot of bands have flavors from technically different genres. They can have one song or one album that sounds old school thrash, and then the next album can sound new metal or groove metal or whatever.
or
So
like us, I think even in the albums we kind of chop and change, I guess what people would musically call genres. But I mean, for us, it's whatever we feel like writing, basically.
That's fair.
Um, and yeah, I mean, obviously people compare us to Sepultura and the Roots album because it's native language, very kind of native and tribal sounding. But then, a lot of our influences, especially coming into writing that first album, were groove metal. So bands like Lamb of God and, I mean, Trivium were pretty involved in that as well. We had a lot of different influences from all over the place. So really, we're just writing music that to us feels good.
And that's
And however people want to categorize it, we don't really mind. Yeah, some people call us tribal metal or native metal, but yeah, again, it's
attaching to the Who or something like that, and
yeah. Well, which you look at the Who and you look at us, and we're very different bands, but in a
it's very
way, we're
opposite.
very similar in a way as well.
The
Yeah.
concept is similar, I suppose.
I understand. We understand sort of thing because it's very you, it's very Maori cultural, it's very close to your hearts and your fans.
Yeah, well, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's like from when we started, we were writing whatever we wanted to, basically. So, and I don't think that's something that's going to change in the next couple of albums either. We're just going to keep going with what we as musicians want to be writing, and if people like it, people like it.
AC/DC had a formula. Everyone's got a formula of their own that is personal and they enjoy it. You enjoy it. And that's the main thing. When
Yeah,
it becomes a
100%.
job, you sort of think,
Exactly.
oh, why?
Yeah,
I mean, it's even, like at the end of the day, it is a job, but it's about enjoying your job. And like, this is a pretty cool fucking job to have.
never work a day in your life.
Yeah, that's right.
Like if you love what you do, you ain't working, you're just doing what you fucking love.
That's right.
And if you can get paid to do it, then that's a bonus.
No
Too
worries.
right, too
Well,
right.
I'm going to ask you guys the last question. What's the best thing about metal?
Oh my God.
You can just fucking talk about anything and fucking talk about it in a unfiltered and true sort of way. A lot of other genres have rules or kind of a lot more.
You end up having a sugarcoat shit.
Yeah, you can write a song about being really fucking pissed off with everything, and metal will be like, "Yep, we'll eat that up." But if you you can't really write a fucking ballad like that.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's seeing the kind of community behind metal. I've always thought that the metal scene and the metal community is such a fucking awesome place because it's one of the only places you're going to see the entire crowd there for one reason, and that's the music.
That's right.
And when they're moshing, they're doing it together. They're not doing it to fuck each other up or, getting a scrap or whatever. And everyone's there for the love of it. And, they know what's up.
They're just hippies that like to
metalheads
wear
are a bunch
skulls
of
on
people.
their shirts.
Yeah. Hippies with skulls on their shirt. How's
Yeah.
that? Yeah, there for the love of it, man. And I love the community, man.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Bloody oath.
Fantastic. Well, you are touring Australia at the moment, and I do believe you're
Indeed.
supporting a little band called Anthrax. Is that right?
Yeah, just a little band called Anthrax,
I don't know if
mate.
you guys have heard of them.
So on Monday, the 23rd of March, you're playing at Fortitude Music Hall in Brisbane, and then you're playing Henley Street Music Hall, Adelaide on Wednesday, the 25th of March. And then the next day, on Thursday, the 26th of March, you're playing Festival Hall in Melbourne, which is where we'll be at. And then Enmore Theatre in Sydney on Saturday, the 28th of March. It's going to be a huge tour. So thank you very much for your time, fellas. It's been great talking to you guys.
Alien
Been
weapon.
awesome talking to you guys.
Cheers.
No worries. You have a fantastic night.
Yeah, look after it.
Yeah, you too. You too.
You too,
Take care.
fellas.
We look forward to the
Have a good
show.
one. Yeah, we'll see you there, man.
No worries. See ya. Thank you very much for watching this interview. It's been an absolutely huge 2026 season, and there's going to be more like it. So please watch all the interviews here, both of this season and the previous season. It's been an absolutely huge year of metal 2026. So yes, if you like this interview, please click like. And if you want to subscribe, please click subscribe because you're most welcome to do so. Thank you very much. So Ben and I would really appreciate that. As I said, it's going to be a huge 2026 of metal. So please stick around for that and more. What more can I say? But take care and keep it excessive. Keep that metal flag flying.